We're back, our Love Cape Ann report. This is the August edition. Whew, the summer's going fast. I'm Ken Reel, CEO of the Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce, and with me today is...
Tony Sapienza from the Blue Shutters Beachside Inn.
And also our vice president.
Vice president
this
with the
year.
chamber, yes,
Soon to be full
and
president.
also head of the tourism council as well for the
Indeed.
chamber.
Welcome, Tony.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you here.
It's great to be here.
And Carrie McKenna with the Chamber of Commerce.
Whew, middle of the summer. This is a busy, busy time for us, busy time for Cape Ann. We'll take a look back. We'll go a little further back because we did not do a session for July, which would have included June. So let's go back and take a quick look at June, run through July, and then if there's any time left at all, we'll talk about August.
Yes, indeed. So in June, we had a very busy month. Starting the first week of June is Small Business Week here in Cape Ann. Typically, we celebrate every year the 4 communities. There is a business person voted in for each one. Manchester this year was Dave Hershey of Stanley's Garage. In Rockport, it was DJ Tardif of Bearskin Neck Leathers. And Gloucester was Rose Floyd with Soft Touch Salon.
Yeah.
And in Essex, it was Michelle French.
Yeah.
So we had a very busy, she's with Bank Gloucester. So we had a very, very busy week that week with the celebration each night and then the luncheon on Friday.
Yeah.
Which worked out really well. We had a lot of the students at that luncheon. We give out 4-5 chamber scholarships, and most of the students were able to make it this year, so it was really cool.
Yeah, all the
Love when that
receptions were
happens.
so great, and
Yeah.
the winners so deserving.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it really, when you take those those events as a whole over the course of Small Business Week, it really says a lot about Cape Ann
Yeah.
and how
It does.
vibrant this community is.
Yeah, it's one of the most rewarding things that we do.
It is. I got to say, as hectic as the week is, it might be my favorite week.
Yeah.
It's really fun to get to each community and really celebrate with them all.
Yeah, yeah.
I enjoy it. And we also had the governor visit with a breakfast at the Gloucester House.
That was a
And
big one for us.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get the governor here for a little while.
Yeah. That
So
was
finally,
great.
and he
Very
spoke
nice.
very well.
He seems
He's
very
so good.
comfortable here in Cape Ann.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
good. And he's good. I love the way he just speaks from the hip and shoots from the hip and speaks from the
He's
heart.
done it
This
enough
is-
times. Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
And he
He's
understands the issues that are important to the community
Yeah.
as well. I
Yeah.
mean, don't see this in every politician,
Yeah.
and every elected official, but you definitely saw that in
Yeah.
Governor Baker.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And then we had several other smaller events throughout June, but the big push in June for us was we had a membership drive, which was very successful. And then we had a new member reception over at the Harbor Room over in East Gloucester there,
Yeah.
which was beautiful. Love that place. Right
Yeah,
now.
that membership drive put us over 1,000 members for the chamber, which is huge. Chamber used to be that large, hasn't been that big in quite a few years, and ranks us pretty high up in the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
And 150 new members in that one effort alone, and we had about 100 of them come out
Yeah,
for
that
that
was
new
fun.
member reception at the Harbor
very
Room, and
nice.
it was a beautiful evening. So the
Yeah.
whole thing worked out so well.
Yeah,
And
it was
that's a
it,
great
it was a
spot.
pretty incredible goal. I think a lot of us scratched our heads when we first heard that, but we made it, and it was a great experience for all of us who
Yeah.
participated in the drive.
Glad to hear you say that, Tony, because we're going to do it again
Oh,
Not for 2 years, right?
for a little while. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah. Well, yes, it was great. And that reception was great. The Harbor Room is such a great spot for any party event that you want to have. Yeah, keep that in mind. Brides to be and moms to be. All right, then on to July. So we started out with a multi-chamber event over at Misselwood, Endicott College, and that was great.
Yeah,
lot of
what a
fun.
beautiful venue.
Yeah, yep.
And those multi-chamber events have become more popular. You know, I meet with the other chambers once a month, and we talk about doing things like that. How do we extend our benefits across the North Shore? And that's a great example of how we do that.
It's great, and I think we are all so close here in the North Shore that there certainly are opportunities for some cross-marketing over boundaries.
You
and,
betcha.
It's great. It's nice to get together and start to see familiar
yeah,
faces.
absolutely. You hear other parts of just Massachusetts and New England talk about their regions that are much larger in size than Cape Ann,
Yeah.
but when you consider the surrounding communities and the surrounding regions, we've got something very special
We
here.
sure do,
and
Tony.
it's
That's
nice
exactly
to see the
right.
chambers,
Yeah.
Yep.
cooperating.
A real
with
sense
that.
of community
Yeah.
is one of those things.
Yep.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We also just want to give a shout out to. I'd like to give a shout out to the Manship property there with the artist in residency program that they've got going. They had their grand opening this year, and it's such a fabulous property. Number one, and these women who took it over have just done such a great job with it, and They've got I don't know, I don't remember how many artists are there now, but it's great. I mean, it's a wonderful spot, and they're doing good work. So I just want to give them a shout out. They had their grand opening in July.
Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't make it, but I saw the pictures. They
Yeah,
were fantastic.
It was great.
Looked like
It
a
was
really
very
nice night.
Yep. And we had our block party, number 1, first kickoff. That was it last week or the week before? I guess it was
I
last
think
week.
it was 2 weeks ago.
think it was 2 weeks
ago. 2 weeks
Yeah, it was a
ago.
great
That was
evening. Yeah,
fabulous, yeah.
it was a great evening. It just was fantastic seeing,
lot of
just the
fun.
crowds and the entertainment. And
Yeah.
It was just a great night for Gloucester and Cape Ann.
Again, it's such a community event. It's so
is.
fun to see families come out with little kids and just enjoying being out on a nice evening and enjoying entertainment and food and,
And
the
the
music.
entertainment is fabulous between the music and the buskers and
Yeah,
just
we
great.
we had 4 guests from the Blue Shutters who were having dinner down at Minglewood, Harborside, and we let them know about this. We said, meet us up on Main Street, and they were skeptical at first. They said, we want to get back, and we want to. What they were blown away. They
Yeah.
they were asking, when are we going to do this again?
August 10th,
That's
right,
great.
Tony?
That's
I did tell them August.
That's great. So last week, on Thursday night, we had our 32nd annual Love Cape Ann
Yes.
fundraising auction.
What a huge event. That is
was
our biggest, most complicated, most choreographed event of the year for us, as you well know, Carrie. And
It's our
you
biggest
did such a
fundraiser,
terrific job with that.
thank
It was
you.
it was a huge night for us at the Beauport Hotel, and we sold out the room a couple of times with some cancellations. We were just able to fill the
Yeah.
seats, and
It was,
just a fantastic energy in the room, and people were so supportive. And we talked about our mission that evening with a number of testimonies, including Tony. You talked about what we do in a tourism council.
Yep.
Which worked out so well, and it's just a great evening all around. And
Yeah.
we hit our goals, our fundraising goals.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
thank you to the
It was
community
great.
for that.
People like myself and my wife who came just to sort of enjoy the auction and see all the difficult work that went in behind the scenes. It made a great impression. It
Yeah.
really
Oh,
did.
good.
Yeah, thanks for
Yes.
saying that,
Yeah.
Tony.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
a
a
good
lot of work
night.
goes into that.
And of course, it's great that's such a nice venue, a good place layout for what we did, and a lot of fun there. And tomorrow night we have our July business after hours. That's going to be at Maritime Gloucester.
Yeah.
It's going to be great out in the wharf. Supposed to be a nice evening, and that'll be fun.
Be
Nice
perfect.
networking event.
We'll have 100 people there, easy. I'm sure it's going to be a big event.
Schooner
It's nice.
Adventure and Ardell will be involved. It should be a lot of fun. And then also, I just want to give a shout out to the Bluefin Blowout, which starts tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
They had their kickoff last night with their sponsors over at the Beauport Hotel.
Every year it's a bigger and bigger
Fabulous
deal.
event.
And last year they did very well in catching tuna.
Yes, they did.
So-
and they
and-
expect to do the same this year.
Yes, we know they're catching tuna out there. We've seen
Yeah.
the pictures. I've heard the stories.
And the benefit here is Alzheimer's
Yeah.
Association, which is such a worthy cause.
you
It
betcha.
affects
Very good.
all of us in some way or other. So yeah, I think they're going to have a great weekend.
Weather's supposed to be perfect.
Yep, and on into August. So for August, we kick off with Festival by the Sea in Manchester. That's on August 3rd.
Yep,
So
first
that's a week
Saturday.
from this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep, and that'll be a lot of fun. We've got over 100 vendors, crafters, artists. We have music, live music in both the town hall and Masconoma Park area. Food. There's going to be a quick draw plein air event.
Down at the park at
Yep,
Masconoma.
At Masco. And you can. The artists are able to paint anywhere throughout the town. But I think it's a 2-hour time limit,
Yep.
which I think is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Yes.
To do. And we think there's going to be a Coast Guard boat in the harbor, although
Oh, really?
we haven't had
That'd be
that
great.
confirmed yet, which would be kind of cool to have that as a backdrop. So that's August 3rd. In Manchester, also on August 3rd, is Gloucester Rock on the Water. So this is replacing Country Fest this year.
That's Ringo's event.
Yep, and that should be a lot of fun. That'll be a great day for him. I should back up also that Sidewalk Bazaar starts next week. I want to say Wednesday, Thursday,
Thursday,
Friday, Saturday.
right? First,
Yeah.
second, third.
Yep.
So
that's
close down
next
Main Street.
Thursday. Yeah.
That's always a great event.
Yep. I think they've got a lot of vendors lined up from what I'm told, so that'll be fun.
And the Main Street retailers come out on the street, and they have the little train that goes up and down
Yep.
the street,
Yep.
and we'll be on the street, and
Yep.
that is a fun time.
It is a fun time. Then the following weekend, August 10th, is the second block party on Saturday night. That's also the same day as Blues Fest over at Stage Fort Park, which, if you're into blues, he always does a great job on that. And in Rockport on that night.
Whoa! Wait
Whoa.
a second.
Wait,
I hear
whoa.
I hear there's a big new deal for this second block party. Should we mention it?
Tell
yes.
us.
I think
Tell
we
us.
can.
Indeed.
I think we can, can't we?
Of course we can.
For the
You do
first
it.
time ever, there is going to be a Bank Gloucester beer garden.
Ooh.
Yes. So this will
Very
be the
exciting.
first block party with a beer garden. We are very excited.
Sign
Ken
me
couldn't be
up.
happier.
Yep. So we need to kind of not fence in, but control the parking area right next to the bank.
It's going to be fabulous.
And we'll have a band in there and some food in there as well. And
gonna be great.
it's really going to be fun.
That
so
sounds
we're,
great.
We're
Yeah.
excited about that.
Ipswich Ale will be pouring.
Right, right.
And I think, is John Jerome doing? No, it's John Butcher.
Right.
I think it is. Yeah.
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 And
Which would be great. He
Yep.
always draws a
Yep,
great
it's a great
crowd,
band.
So it'd be fun to have him there. Yes, yes.
Okay, now you may go
so
on.
now we can go on to Blues Fest is also happening over at Stage 4 Park in Rockport. Earlier in the afternoon is Lobster Fest, and then they will morph into fireworks later at night.
Right, put on by the
9:30 or
Rockport
so.
Rotary.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep. So August 10th is a busy Saturday here on Cape Ann.
Also happens to be my birthday. by
Oh,
the way, so
woohoo!
just wanna toss
Really?
that in.
Oh.
Well, you and Patty can choose to celebrate wherever.
Yeah, come on
you
to the beer
want. All
garden,
sorts
Tony.
of
We'll sing happy
options.
birthday to you.
Ken's going to buy me a couple of beers.
You got a
I
deal.
think that'll work. And August 14th, we've got another multi-chamber event. This is with Globe Media is putting it on at the Peabody Essex Museum.
Yeah, that's going to be a
think
big
it's gonna
one.
be fabulous,
PBDS
yeah.
is such a
Love that
beautiful
place,
space.
yeah.
So that's 5 chambers,
Yep.
right? It's
Be a lot of
ourselves,
fun.
Beverly, North Shore, Peabody, and
Salem. Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's going to be a big. We had 200 people at Mistlewood, and
Yeah.
we'll have 200 people easily at the PEM.
Yep. It's great.
So,
I think that'll be a fun one.
yeah.
Yeah. Business Women's Sunset Sale annual event. That's on August 15th. I'm looking forward to that. That's a lot of fun.
That is always a great
Yes.
sale.
Yes. We'll sell that out. So if you're interested, you should get your ticket now.
And the proceeds go towards.
The Carolyn B. O'Connor Scholarship Fund, which this year we're able to give out 2 $1,500
Nice.
scholarships, and we're looking forward to being able to do that again, hopefully next year.
Supporting a woman going continuing her
yep,
education.
This is not for a high school person. We have 5 high school scholarships
Mm-hmm.
that the chamber supports, but this is for a woman who's going back to school, who's just, for whatever reason, was not able to finish her education, is now picking up and moving on. And we get some pretty compelling
Yeah.
stories through there with the scholarships. And
Yeah, it's a great cause.
yeah, it really is. It's wonderful.
Who's the speaker this year?
This year for our, this is we're talking about our sunset sale, but in
Oh, I'm
October
sorry.
we do have
Apologize.
a luncheon,
Yep,
and that's
right,
Lindsay
right.
Krause.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
an actress,
sure.
local actress. Yeah.
Yeah, very famous local actor.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Yes. Waterfront Festival on August 17th and 18th
Mm-hmm.
at Stage 4 Park, the biggest craft fair to come to Cape Ann
Yeah.
ever.
We'll see 10 to 20,000 people. You know, on a nice weekend, we'll see 10,000 people a day. It is just a
I think
huge
this is
event.
the 38th year, too.
Really?
I think it's 38, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, since we took over the Blue Shutters in 2007, we have people every summer
They
coming.
Come up just for that?
That's great.
that,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
it is a fun event.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to having you there with us this year, Tony.
Yeah.
We'll be there. If you need, if
Helping
you
your visitors and selling water
Selling
and
water.
doing whatever.
There's no beer there, correct? Is it?
Actually, there is.
Saturday, there's a, yeah.
That'll definitely
Yeah,
be there.
there is. That's right. Beer and lobster. We bring
Yeah.
that in.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's a fun
Yep,
event.
It
that'll
really
be a
is.
fun weekend, August 17 and 18. And then our business after hours in August will be in Essex at the Village. That's on August 21st. That'll be a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
Yep, they've
And Essex
new ownership.
Mainstay. Yeah.
Yep, and they're doing a fabulous
Yeah,
job.
they
They're
really
just
are.
We
Really
had
good
guests who
times.
came back from dinner last night, and they just raved about it.
Oh,
at
good.
the Village,
Yep.
nice.
They
Oh,
talked
good.
about the new ownership and
Good.
things, and they were just very, very
Oh,
pleased.
good.
Perfect.
That's
Yeah.
good to hear. And then on August 24th, not our event, but we're helping to support them, Riverfest is coming
Oh,
to
boy.
Gloucester from
Yeah.
Newburyport.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
That is going to be a big one.
It's
There
gonna
could
be
be
great.
there could be 10,000 people there. You know, first year you don't know if you're really going to see that kind of crowd, but I know that they're promoting it pretty heavily on the station because I listen to 92.5, and the promotion is great. Actually, we're a part sponsor on that, so the chamber's getting some recognition,
Yeah.
and it's going to be just a really big day. And the headliner is Guster.
Guster. Oh,
This
I've
year,
seen
which-
years ago. I'm anxious to see them.
That's great.
Yeah. I think it's
Should be
great
fun.
that the promoter, that the producers actually thought of Gloucester as
Yeah.
the setting for this. Cape Ann.
Absolutely.
It's
Stage 4 Park is perfect.
Yeah.
You know, we gotta figure out the parking, which we're gonna do. But the venue, the area is just so scenic and large enough to handle that large a crowd.
Yeah.
larger. It can handle more people than
Yeah,
that.
I think this is going to be, it's going to be great for people who are already here vacationing on Cape Ann and for people who live here, but so many people who have been going to Riverfest
Yeah.
to see, oh, wow, this is what Cape Ann,
Right.
I've never been here before. Or it's been years since I've been here, so I think they'll be pleasantly surprised.
Exactly
Yeah.
right, Tony. Right.
Yeah. And best of all, it's free. There's no
Free.
charge.
I
Yeah,
know.
It's a great day here in Gloucester at Stageport. So that's August 24th. And then the following weekend, it's hard to believe, it's Labor Day weekend. It's
Wow.
Schooner Fest.
Yeah.
And we kick off the weekend with our final block party on Friday night,
Woohoo!
August 30th.
Block party number 3. That's a
Yeah.
big one too.
Yep.
That whole weekend is huge. Especially last year, the weather was perfect.
Yeah.
Had a huge
It's
block
beautiful.
party. The Schooner Festival was just incredible. Seeing all the schooners out there racing and the parade of sail around the
It
harbor.
is a great weekend, for Cape Ann,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Yeah. What's exciting is to see all these events and activities happening throughout the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, our guests at the Blue Shutters are just, beside themselves. There's something to do, each and every weekend, every
Yeah.
day, beyond just what Cape Ann has to offer. But what's important, I think, is that, they're also saying what's planned later in the year, whether it's, Cape Ann Plein Air,
You're
whether
right,
it's
Tony.
the holiday
Right.
activities.
There is something to do year-round here.
Absolutely. More and more of them are talking to us about, coming back and enjoying other parts of the year.
Right.
Summer is a
great.
time when a lot of them are exposed to Cape Ann, so
Right.
it's great that we have all these
It is
exciting
great.
activities happening.
Exactly right. Great point.
It is. Very good. That's all I got.
Is that it? Is that all?
There's got to be more.
Yeah, there is. There's a few more ribbon cuttings thrown in there, but we're too much to go over.
Well, a lot of the work is going on right now with you working all the details. By the time we get to the events, it's walking around and making sure that everything's going to plan. So thank you for all the great work in getting us this
Yeah.
far.
Thank you,
It's
Kevin.
great. Yeah, it's all of
Fantastic
us.
summers.
And on we go to
On we go.
the event-filled August.
Yes.
Well, thank you. We'll be back next month with
Yep.
an update in September. Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.